Right guys, Peter Finch here and welcome down to Tech Tuesday, your weekly look at everything to do with technology in golf. And this week's episode is going to be slightly different, so we're going to have a look through at some of the stories, but also we're going to do a bit of an unboxing because I've been accumulating a fair bit of stuff recently and I wouldn't mind introducing a little bit more of an unboxing element to these Tech Tuesday videos, and I think you guys will probably quite like that as well. So first thing to unbox, been sent through this, which is a box with P2 on there, and I've already had a peek inside so I kind of know what's in there. This is putter grips, and so P2 Tour putter grips. We've got a Reflex Tour, a React Tour, a Classic Tour, and a Aware Tour. Aware. Thank you, N. McLaughlin, for sending these through. What's different about the P2 grips? The key feature of the P2 putter grip is the patented positioning of the shaft within the grip. Unlike any other putter grip where the shaft is positioned through the center, the P2 putter is positioned at the back. The position of the shaft increases the angle of both. So the position of the shaft increases the angle of both wrists and lock them in position throughout the stroke. And there's a lot more information in this booklet, so by all means go check out the P2 putter grip. It's interesting with grips because Super Stroke really are the dominant force within putter grips. Those actually look and feel pretty nice. Maybe I'll pop them on a putter and experiment. And first up in equipment news, there are a couple of manufacturers starting to make a few driver overtures because there's going to be a big release dump very, very soon. So as soon as you get up to this time of the year, heading into January, pretty much all the manufacturers start to release new stuff going into the new year. And certainly the one I saw on social media to begin with is a new TaylorMade driver possibly coming out, but none of that has been confirmed. But the one that really caught my eye, and I've actually seen in the flesh now, is the new Cobra driver. So this is the picture that Cobra have been teasing. I've actually seen this driver as well, but it's going to be under embargo and I have no interest in breaking that. But let me just say, this driver looks pretty mean. It looks super, super funky, and there's also parts of it which look, I won't say, but it looks pretty mean. I'm looking forward to having a proper whack with it. So the second thing I had sent through this week are these shoes. Now, they do look big, don't they? I was thinking this after I took the photo. So these are the DNA Helix, the FootJoys, and they look just like, they look amazing, but they do look quite big. It's only a 10.5. I think it's possibly the positioning of the camera that I had it on as well, because you can make it look much bigger depending on what angle you put it on. But these are more of the classic looking design of the FootJoy shoes. I've been using a variation of different FootJoy shoes throughout this year, so I've been really enjoying the freestyles. They're super, super comfortable. The only problem with the freestyles is as soon as it gets into winter, this where the actual foot sits in is quite low, so you tend to find water does really creep in. So I do generally switch to a DNA shoe in the winter months. So I kind of want to use this one, but at the same time, this is not the type of shoe that you want to be taking out in the middle of the winter in the UK, because this beautiful white colour, it's not going to be staying for too long. The shoe, or the features, it's got the OptiFlex in the middle, it's got stability built into the classic design, and I'm a fan. I do like this type of shoe. In other equipment news, new Wilson clubs have been spotted, and this is the C300 range, and it looks like it's going to be drivers, irons, and there's going to be some new wedges as well. Now, we actually saw these clubs back in July, it was, at the Open, and there were a couple of tour players actually testing them out. And I have to say, it looked like every conceivable piece of technology Wilson could do had been stuck into these clubs. And certainly Rick is a big fan of their irons. I have hit their irons, and they do feel really nice. I'm interested to actually test these out. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the Wilson drivers. I don't think that they really stand up against other models, but I'm willing to give these a go, because when you talk about someone like Wilson, you're talking about what used to be one of the massive players within the golf club industry. Now they've started to make a comeback, I think, with their irons, and maybe some of their stuff is underrated. But comment below, guys. Are you a Wilson fan? Do you like Wilson clubs? Do you think when they went through that phase of maybe selling a little bit too cheaply, they possibly devalued the brand? Let me know what you think. Now, I did have a little bit of a peek in here. So these are the FX Sport headphones. Now, So these headphones basically come preloaded with drills and practices, workouts, all sorts of stuff. So the VC Golf headphones, unique 8 gigabit MP3 player integrated headphones are preloaded with hours of exclusive lessons from psychological coaching from some of the world's best golf psychologists, coaches, trainers. Content includes golf drills, practices, golf specific workouts, warm-ups and off-the-course audio podcasts. So the idea of this is when you're practicing, you basically wear these headphones and they, wire-free and rainproof. And as you practice, you go through the drills and things that they prescribe. It's going to be interesting to give this a go. I will include maybe having a go at this in a future Tech Tuesday because it's an intriguing thought. Also been sent through this, a Selfie Golf. So this is a Selfie Golf clip, bag clip, dust bag, pack of stick holders and instructions. That could be useful. So I got given this when I was down at the Top Golf Pro-Am, and it is impossible to get into. Okay, we're in. Right, okay. Okay, so this is user guide. Are you passionate about golf? Came to the right place. Right, okay. So this is basically, you need an alignment stick. You clip the holder onto an alignment stick, which you then attach to the golf bag with a bag clip, which then stands up behind the bag, and you can then place your phone onto it. A little bit like that. So this could actually come in useful for when we're doing course vlogs. I think it is generally going to be aimed at people who want to practice on the range and want to video their own swing. Got the clips, got the stand. I'll do maybe a full review of that also later today. Looks a little bit fiddly to begin with, but I think once it's attached to the bag, that should be fine. So yeah, if you want to have something that attaches to the bag and you can take pictures of yourself and stuff, then I'll have a look at that and let you know what it's like. Right guys, that's all we've got time for in this week's Tech Tuesday. I think I'll develop this a little bit further, so trying to mix the unboxings with a little bit more of technical stuff that's coming out from golf manufacturers. I think there will be many more things coming out within the next few months, and certainly leaks starting to come out of these companies, because it honestly is that time of year where it starts to get a little bit silly. But as always, you'll tend to hear from it here first, and of course from Rick as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my other social media platforms as well, and we'll see you down here next time.